Hey, I'm Colleen. I'm 58. I'm a widow of 7 years. I will never marry again, ever. And I'm not even interested in dating at all. And let me say this, the likelihood of me ever cohabitating with a man, why? This is my turn. This is my third act. I'm flying solo, and the peace that I feel and the freedom that I feel just to live my life is so profound, I can't even really begin to describe it. I say things like, I get to do what I want, where I want, how I want, if I want, etc. But I also get to build a home completely that is reflective of me. I walk into my space and I'm, this is me. It all feels me. It's safe. It's my energy. There's no angry man. There's no walking on eggshells. There's no getting punished for liking certain things. What relationships are complicated. I will never marry again. I will never be legally attached to somebody again. I said what I said. I'm way happier on my own. I have friends like, oh, what are you going to do if you don't marry again? Fucking live my life.
Widows are coming out. They say, no, my dear, I am choosing my peace. And the divorcees say, I ain't going back there. That they are not going back into the marriage. They done been missing somebody. How are you guys doing? Welcome back. Thank you to my return subscribers. I really appreciate your work. And if you are new here, welcome. You all on the right channel at the right time. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't already, drop a like. Drop a comment down there. What do you think about this topic? I'm going to be rolling yo different stories. Why people are not going back. Why the widows do not want to remarry. And we are going to learn, just like I said, this video is for educational purpose only. Drop a comment and join the conversation. Let's listen, then we had more commentary.
Number 3, I will never marry again, or I'm not even interested in dating. I don't trust myself. When I look back on my life, I'm 58. I have never had a safe man in my life. They're protectors and all. Oh no. I've never had one of those. Not my biological father, not my stepfather, not my husband. And in the case of my husband, who is incredibly narcissistic, I married my mother. She was a narcissist. They are masters of disguise. Masters of disguise. Outside of the house, people love them. Oh my God, he's so charming. She's so wonderful. And you're like, what? But they're masters of disguise. And then behind closed doors, it's a different situation. I don't trust myself to recognize the clues or the red flags that might be there in somebody before it's too late. And so for me, one of the reasons I won't be in a relationship again is I don't trust myself to not see that, coupled with I'm just really fucking happy living my own life right now, and that my safety and peace are everything. And I will stop at nothing to preserve that. And you can't be 100% sure with any man. Yes, all men to me, because of my lived experience, are not safe.
As a woman who is newly divorced and was married for 19 years, the first thing is I will not get married again. I have no desire to get married again. And secondly, I do not want to live with the man again. I love having my own space. And when I think about my next partnership, my love, all of that, he will have his own place and I will have my own place. And this is coming from someone who got her first apartment in her 40s. In fact, I'm coming up on 3 years this month. And there is something that I value about just having my own space, being around my own energy. The extrovert in me loves being around people, but I also like having my safe space. I do not want to live with the man again. Again, he has his place, I have my place, and we have a non-traditional relationship. And
I used to be married. I am divorced. I am happily divorced. And I have a confession for y'all too. I used to be a sugar mama. I was the sugariest of the mamas. I was sprinkling sugar everywhere, baby. My ex-husband didn't have to pay for nothing. And he wasn't even that much younger than me. My ex-husband was like 6 months younger than me. And I swear I left that man down. I fell for every trick in the book, and he was blowing this bag out. Okay, I'm talking about even through all of the things that he put me through, I still did not want to leave this man because I was like, I am never going to find another snake like that. Like, oh man, it was so good. Don't fall for it, y'all. Don't fall for it. Leave that man alone. If he is broke, leave that man. He will drain your pockets, okay? That's one of the reasons why I'm single, is because I just don't feel like dealing with it. I do not want to deal with somebody who's going to be asking me for money. I'm trying to just raise my own children and have fun out here. So yes, I am single, and I am single for a reason, because I want to be single.
I got divorced after 20 years of marriage. I knew that getting remarried was not something that I ever wanted again. I was fine being in a relationship, but never planned on getting remarried, and still don't. Here are some comments from other women from previous videos of mine who talk about what their life has looked like after divorce. I'm almost 62 and got divorced when I was 54 after 18 years of marriage. I put my kids through college myself, bought a tiny house, and retired. I am so happy, and I will never get married again. No remarriage here. The perfect relationship would be long distance, because I don't want them in my house every damn day. Divorced after 12 years of marriage, will never marry again. I want to focus on my goals and my dreams. Married 25 years, single now 10. I don't hate them. I just don't want one. I can do what I want when I want. Peace and freedom.
I keep hearing the conversations about women who don't want to ever get married again. Women who don't want to be in a relationship, or they don't want to live with a man ever again in life. And I get it. When you have been in a situation where you are overperforming and someone is underperforming, it is draining. The imbalance really starts to erode at the relationship. When you are the person who's trying to make sure the household runs smoothly, and you're working all day, and then you're coming home and you're having to cook, and you're having to clean, and you're having to make sure that the kids are good, and you're having to put them in the bath, and you're having to do all the things. And then at the end of the night, you take a shower, you're winding down, you just fall into the bed exhausted, and now somebody's trying to hump on your leg. Let me tell you something. Romance, it starts here, between the ears. It starts with you assisting. It starts with you being there for her, showing up for her. She shouldn't have to carry the entire load. Not the mental load, the emotional load, the physical load. That is draining. She doesn't have the capacity for her spouse. She is exhausted. And if someone is constantly underperforming and you're overperforming, that imbalance gets old real quick. And then when you just get fed up, no one wants to be a single parent. No one wants to be divorced. But sometimes you just feel like, what am I doing here? Like, this is not enough for me. I deserve so much more than I'm getting. And after a while, you just decide you need more. And now you're single and your house is clean every day. And every time you walk into the house, it's just spotless and there's no one there taking up your air, needing something and not doing much. There's no more breadcrumbs. It's just you. And it's been you all along, but now it's you without that dead weight. And then you're like, I don't know if I would trade this. I don't know if I want to bring somebody back into my home that's immature, that underperforms, that isn't a true teammate. And then you recognize how peaceful your life has become. I get it. I don't know if I want somebody else in my house either.
If something was to happen with my husband and I was to go through a divorce or whatever the case may be, would I get married again? And being very transparent, no the hell I would not. Absolutely not. Now, I love my husband to death. I will walk to the pits of the earth with my husband. I would, okay? If something was to happen where we get a divorce, I will not do it again. The reason why is because people do not understand the work that you put into a marriage. Real work. I'm not talking about just for the title, because you got so many people that's married just to say they're married. No, that's not me. Real work in a marriage is tiring, okay? And it's not, damn it, easy. So if something was to happen where my husband and I was to go our separate ways, baby, no, I would not tie that knot again. The knot is forever loose. Okay, I'm gonna just live my life. He gonna if he decide to get married again, that's on him. But I know we've talked about this one time before that he wouldn't get married again. But if he do decide to get married again, baby, that's on him. I ain't doing it no more.
Part 2 of why divorced women are saying no to remarriage. They are finding deeper self-discovery and growth after marriage that doesn't rely on them needing a partner to do that. They are challenging the societal norms of a woman must be remarried to be able to have worth. There are still underlying trust issues that they're trying to heal from, and they're not ready to open themselves up to a new partner. They are finding major contentment in solitude and living single lives. And for some, marriage has just lost its appeal and it just doesn't make sense anymore.
Different stories for different folks. Credit to the creators for giving us the opportunity to add our comment. Go down there in the comment section, add your comment. Do not forget to give a like so this video can go to many women and they can have the opportunity to join the conversation. This video is for educational purpose only. We all are learning from each other. What do you guys think? I just think this time that we are in right now, the women are choosing their peace, they're choosing their comfort, and they're choosing themselves. Do not let us forget at the time of our mothers, our grandmothers, those generations have to be under a man. Those generations have to have a man's name beside their names before they can do certain things. We are talking about financial guarantee. We are talking about security for themselves. But let's now fast forward to this generation right now, to this time that we are in, while women are choosing their peace, why they believe like, okay, we are having women as CEO, we are having women as president, as executives, right? So if they have to come home and they are not getting the same level of respect that they are getting out there, right? That's when they started questioning themselves, like, what's the point of this marriage? Just like I said, different stories for different folks. As we've heard, some, they just believe like, if they are a widow, what's the point of them going back? Why some say, if they gotta go back, it just gotta be better. It just gotta be like moving forward, not repeating the same thing in the last relationship. You know what I mean? So, I said it, and I'm gonna repeat it. These stories are different. A lot of people got reasons for them not to want to settle down. But let us not forget as well, marriage is sweet, right? Do not let us forget that part. It is sweet if there is understanding. You know what I mean? Understanding of each other is a very, 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 that's the key of the marriage. But when one partner ain't getting it, of course, this is the reason why some are having the mindset like, okay, what's the point? Anyway, drop your comment. Thank you to all my little subscribers. I really appreciate y'all. And if you're new here, do not forget to subscribe. Drop a like so this can reach a lot of people. Until then, I will catch up with you guys. Bye for now.